I'm Ruchika Handa, an Access Consciousness bars facilitator living in the Netherlands. And today I'm talking to you about creating your life a little differently or a lot differently. It depends on how much change you're looking for. Um, let's just begin with the introduction of what Access Consciousness is. It is a modality that has you creating life differently than what you've been so far. How little or how much is entirely up to you. What is it that you're wishing to change, and how much are you wishing? How much are you desiring? Access consciousness literally means accessing your consciousness, which is that space beyond your mind. And how do we know whether we are in our consciousness space or our mind space? So the trick to that is every time we catch ourselves overthinking or unable to let go of emotions, if you've been upset or you're angry or you're hurt, and it doesn't really go away easily, it's sticky, are the times that you're in your mind. And how does that really help you? Sometimes it's the brain chatter, the mind chatter as they say, that goes on and on about something that's really weighing you down. This needs to be done, this is very important, and if I don't do it, then there will be consequences. And has it helped you at any time, that chattering away of your mind? Or have you really sort of in those moments yearned for that stillness inside, because you know that were you able to get that peace of mind, you would actually create and create beautifully? And how can you from these places step into your conscious spaces? And what are they? Our body is a very beautiful example of also existing in our mind and our conscious spaces. If you were to just pick up one incident right now of any of the three examples that I gave earlier, connect that to your body and see what your body talks back to you with. It's got a very different language when you step into the conscious spaces of the body. And here it will talk back to you as telling you it's too heavy. The amount of upset and the amount of emotion that you're carrying about is too heavy. Tell me if you're able to jump around and feel light with a lot of upset going on inside, or continuing to remain inside. So if you were to just be connected with that level of your body responding to you, and you being able to listen to that, is your daily skill and muscle building of your consciousness. And how does that help you? Once you start becoming aware of the weight of excessive emotions or thoughts in you, the next question of, would you really like to continue carrying that around? And does it really belong to you? When you were made upset, or a thought entered into your mind and just took over a large portion of it, did that really belong to you? This is called being in the question and is one of the basic yet very powerful tools of access consciousness. Be in the question right now, not after you've listened to the video or after your day is over, and then you say after your children are in bed, and then you say, let me just, do this, that, and then I'll try and use the tools. No. Of course, that's a choice. I'm not saying you can't. Try it whichever way it works for you. What works for me is to be in the question 24/7. And the questions have to be genuine questions. You'll never be able to escape from a situation, or why use the word escape, be free of a situation if you were to ask, why does this have to happen to me? Why is not a good question, because it's a mind question. To step into your consciousness, the questions for you would be, what is this? How does it get better than this? And what else is possible? These are some examples. In the beginning, you will feel as if it's all very fake. How can it change anything if you're just going to ask, what is this? What can I do about it? Because you're not the one in power. It's your boss who's telling you, do it my way. Nothing else is acceptable. Or your child is saying, I will not do what you're asking me today. These questions, when repetitively asked, in your mind, nobody has to know. You would appear quite foolish if you were to go about it vocal in front of people. No. What it does for you is to free you from all those thoughts, feelings, and emotions that aren't even yours to begin with. Whether it be your child, your partner, your colleague, your boss, it doesn't matter. These questions have the power. And to be in the question is to be in your consciousness. And once you're there, you cannot not create differently. So try it out, my friends. See what it creates for you. And by all means, reach out and ask questions. How does it get better than that? This video was brought to you from my business, Elegance of Living. Hashtag is a state of being. Truly, when there is ease, there is a flow. And where there is a flow, there is constant creation happening. So happy creating. Bye-bye.